Alright, you guys. Sorry about the little delay on the start here, but we're back tonight with some SimCity building. We're building over in our Twitchtopia region. It only has that name because back when we started this series, we were only live streaming on Twitch. But now we got YouTube involved with us here. But we're going to be back over in Riverbend in Twitchtopia here. And we might get either corrupt, well, I know it won't be Noah because he's at work tonight, but we might get Corrupt to pop on. Who knows? Maybe. He's in the region. He actually has 3 cities in our region. The one I think he abandoned because of the mountains, and I've been trying to get him to abandon that city, so maybe we can take it over and have that as a second city to mess with in the streams. But that's still a work in progress. We'll see where that goes. But today we're gonna be I'll be quite honest. I don't really have much of a game plan for tonight. I think we were last time we had just built an Omega Co, which I straight up apologized to. I think it was Noel. I kind of apologized to him because I think the pollution is heading that direction. So he's about to get a crap ton of purple pollution with that factory. But like I said, I think that's what we did last time is we built the Make a Go factory, and we might just continue working at expanding that, possibly. We'll have to see what happens. Have to see where things go. So stick around. We'll be getting started in about 5-ish minutes, give or take some. I'll be honest, I kind of had the game plan of having the game music playing in the background for the start screen, but it looks as though SimCity don't have very much music. Oh boy, I had to go back to OBS to fix something, and now I might have just broke being able to get SimCity to work here. Alright, looks like I might be back. Let's see here. Just verifying that everything is working properly. I'm hoping. Alright, Twitch, are you there? YouTube is partially here. Yeah, YouTube is kind of here. Alright, YouTube is with me now. Let's just make sure sound alerts are here. Sound alerts is being technical. Alright, so we got sound alerts with us. Sound alerts is good. Alright, I think we are good to work our way over to actually being in game. Let me just make sure I got everything that I want on the screens here. Just being sure. Because what happened is I went back to my OBS to attempt to get the webcam working. And now the webcam is being technical with me here. Alright. Maybe we'll get this working here. Alright. Apologize for the delay, you guys. Everything is just being wonky with me here. Alright. Now let me just get as soon as I got the game up and going, we'll be good to go here. Let's just hope EA app works with me here. Alright. Looks like we got something going for us correctly here. Alright, it's just working on connecting. There we go. Alright, and then here we go. I can transfer you guys over now. There we are. Now we're in game. How's it going, everyone? Now that we finally got where we needed to be here. I think I got the webcam in a good spot. I believe chat could probably be in a better positioning. I think it goes higher. I think it does go actually up to the logo up there. There's just not enough chat messages in there yet. But after some fussing around, we've made it. We're in game now. Thanks, Noah, for the ambulance help. But here's our city. This is where we left off. Like I said, I think last time we were working over here in our industry area. Building the Omega Go. think we're going to continue to try working on that some. We got our coal mine there. We placed an ore mine over here to get the ore for Omega Go. Right now I think we're spending money to bring oil in. Yeah, we're importing oil, which is expensive to do, so I do want to get our oil industry up and going ASAP, which is what this island is going to end up being used for here. But as expensive as it is to get oil in, it's also expensive to start your own oil empire. So we just gotta wait on some taxes here. I smack my mic around, so don't mind me on that one. Alright, sorry about that. That was Cruppy over there, was talking with him about, because he was asking how long I was going to be streaming for. Not quite sure, because it's SimCity. I enjoy SimCity. I could probably go hours with this game, honestly. I mean, it's a laid-back, slow, progressive game here. Can't go wrong with a good SimCity game here. That's one way to start a stream. And they got him. Seeing an extra viewer pop in on Twitch. Is that you, Cruppy, that just popped in? That is a long wait time for a train. 243 a day. That's a good number of people for a train. Who else got the ferry service over here? We got 858 riding that one. Plus some tourists. Too many dang people on it. Because I'm pretty sure... Didn't we get a bus service going at one point? Oh, we did. Maybe we didn't. Okay, so as you see, when I first started, we were almost to the point we needed to be able to build the oil plant. But we just spent, right then, we ended up spending, I think it was 2 times, about 23,000 on crude oil. That's why we gotta get our own built, so that we don't have to worry about buying it to bring it in. Let's see here. I know, quite a different pace of a stream tonight. The city's looking really good, Grumpy. City's looking really good. Like I was just telling them just a little bit ago, Grumpy, was this side of the city hasn't changed a whole lot. This side has been pretty much what it was when we first expanded it. When was the last time we all played together on this in a stream together? That was quite a while ago, actually. But this side hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, they've expanded and built some condos and lofts and stuff. That's about it. We built that, I think, during the same stream. What changed was during the last stream. I believe we built the Omega Co over here. So yeah, fair warning on that one, Grumpy. We all know how Omega Co spreads through the region. It's gonna end up hitting Noah first, though. But I think we're gonna work on trying to get our crude oil going over here, so that we're not spending like we just spent another $11,718 importing it. Hoping, yeah, they got enough in there now. We're gonna come in here and switch that to use locally, so we stop importing it. That way we can try to use our tax money to build our own. Is the plan. As you know, with most any Sims game, you can have a plan, and the game will tell you, forget your plan, we're doing it this way. Let me know, Krupp, is that game music too loud, overpowering me? Because in my monitor in my ears, it sounds way loud. That is a slew of traffic. All coming from Noah City. Alright, I was just wondering because it sounds deafening in my ears, to be quite honest. I'm actually going to take one out because, my goodness, I can't even hear myself think with that in my ear. Yeah, it's been quite some time. I think it was only about a month or two ago that you were playing in our personal save file. I know it's been quite some time that you've actually been in stream with me, like in the game. Holy smokes, look at the traffic. Oh, we got a major bad problem with traffic right now. We had traffic coming back from Noah City from people that went to work over in Noah City. Plus, we got the shift change at Omega Co right now. They're all trying to find opposite ways around that jam, which is then jamming up all the other streets. Oh, goodness. I can't make that an overpass because I got the trade center there. Hmm. Mm-mm. Yeah, it won't be able to be this weekend, and it won't be able to be next weekend either, because obviously me and Noah won't even be around next weekend or the following weekend. It'll have to be sometime one of the weekends, probably after I get back to work. Actually, probably, but we'll have to get that planned out and get that figured out of what weekend you're going to be able to be off call and what weekend I'm not going to be working, and get that planned out. Because I'll be honest, I actually did get a message over on Discord from a member. Wasn't in the community group, but a message just by DM asking about when some moderators are going to be in game or like in stream with me at some point again. They've taken notice as well. Right, we're almost to the point where we can build our oil well here. Welcome to the stream for the person that just joined over on YouTube. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, we just need basically another tax income for another hour, and we'll be set to build our oil well. And as you just noticed, this factory here just popped out a thing of dark blue smoke, and they got all the like futuristic looks to them now. But the biggest telltale sign is, like, you can see the Omega Co symbol there. Usually they have like a little icon of Omega Co hanging out somewhere. That might be theirs right there, just painted on. That's a sign that they're part of Omega Co. Like this one here. This is what I was looking for, really, with this. I think that is basically their version of it for that factory. Any of those factories that have like this thing on it are controlled by Omega Co now. Which then means that we get a little bit more hourly profit from Omega Co for them being part of them. But I'm glad to see that our traffic flow here is finally dispersed. They all obviously made it back home. And we should... There we go. We got enough to build our oil plant now. So we're gonna plop this probably right about here to start with. And then we're gonna go in. We're gonna map out where we're wanting our oil wells to be going here. Kind of wrap it around this way. We wrap up this way. I'll just connect it in right there. We'll get another one that wraps comes out this way. Just have to wrap out to where we'll still get a little bit of oil out there, but not much. Our focus is to get over in here. Maybe not that close. Right there. We'll come down, wrap this way towards the water treatment plant, and we'll wrap in, and we'll wrap out and across this way, wrap out, and just kind of link in with the main plant there. And that'll be our oil field. And we'll just slowly but surely expand it out with more wells. Seems like a good way to set that up. And then for that road there, just gonna have to snake this one through here. I don't want to really link it up in there because that's just going to make it a mess with this part right here. In all reality, that might be the only place I can link that in at. Right in there shouldn't be too bad. Other than it put a telephone pole right in the middle of the intersection, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? Thinking we're going to probably make this some industrial over here by the oil field. Just kind of wrap this around. Utilize every plot of land that we possibly can here. I don't think we're going to get much down in this area here. Might as well just delete that road, honestly. Wait and see if anyone actually builds in that area. It shows we got a little bit of demand from outside of our city. We don't get no demand inside our city for anything. I knew we had a bus terminal somewhere. Don't mind me just checking on chat, see if there's any new messages. Got an extra well there. And they're officially at work now. And look, now we got a couple factories building back here. They are not going to be able to expand at all along that spot. That's the only downfall to SimCity, is the boundary line here. I absolutely hate how they limit you to only right here. It's like, I get it. Noah City's right here, so I wouldn't be able to expand too far this way. Like, they probably could have had, like, there'd be a certain amount of boundary, like, we can't expand this way because we'd be bumping into someone else's city. But, like, no one owns this land right here. I should be able to expand my city boundary that way up to the riverfront or something like that. Or expand out this way since nobody's over that way. Like, expand as far until we get that boundary buffering between me and Krupp over there. Which, that's the one I think I mentioned at the beginning. I've been trying to get Krupp to abandon, because then I could possibly make that like a challenge city for a stream. Because I know he didn't want to do that one after he took over it because of the mountains. Too many mountains. And no, he didn't do too bad with this one over here. Yeah, he didn't do too bad at all with this one, with it being a little hilly right there. I know he prefers cities like this one that have no hills. No hills at all. That's why this one over here wasn't one of his favorites, I don't think, because it had a little valley ravine here. He had good building space right in here, but then you got like this awkward mountain right here that you really wouldn't been able to do much of anything with. I don't blame him. I prefer cities like this where I have a big, flat, open area. Like, this city here wasn't ideal because of the river being here, because honestly, you can't build on a river. But bridges are pretty cool too, though. There's quite a few cool things you can do with the bridges. Like, I think this one, I can build it to be an arch. Sure, why not? Now I got a fancy bridge. Look at that fancy bridge. I love how it takes away the center here too. You get that one compared to this. This is practical. That's just fancy. I can even do arch bridges with the low density ones too. Sweet. Well, might as well just... can't do it with that one. Don't have enough. Yeah, that's the one cool thing about having rivers, is that you can do the fancy like bridge arches and stuff. But that's also something that's cool about having like little mountain ranges that you have to build on. Kind of like what Krupp did over here, I think. Well, while we're here, let's just go take a visit. And take a look at the Krupp city over here. I'm hoping he has some bridges that I can make an example of. Yeah, perfect. Like right here. So like this bridge here, he could come in. I can't do it here, but show. But if he really wanted to, he could do what I just did with my river bridges. He could do that with this bridge, make this low density one here one of those fancy archway bridges if you wanted to. I don't know if you can do them with these smaller, shorter ones like this. I think you can, as long as it has one pillar at least, like this one. I think with this one not having a pillar, you wouldn't be able to do it with that one. Like ones like this one, specifically that one, and this one, he could do it with. He also got the rail line that goes straight through his city here. I mean, this one is definitely a challenging one to work with, this map layout. but he has a really good layout for it. Interesting choice of what he did here. Almost looks like a sun. If you look at it from the top down, he had one road coming down this way, one coming up that way, and maybe one more going out this way. This would just be basically a sun type road layout. And he's got a decent sized building getting built here, a decent sized factory. That's going to bring in some good tax revenue. And then the way SimCity lays out the terraforming when you follow a road through something that I'm assuming the game mechanic wasn't expecting. Heading back to our city now. What do we got going on over here? Got a cruise ship completely taking over a ferry. Obliterating the ferry. So they want to increase density. I also really hate the way that they have this where density is based off of the road size. Not enough room to increase density. Okay. And technically, if they wipe out this house, wipe out this mansion, let them build just a couple smaller houses there, they could build a decent sized one right here. What can you do? Megaco headquarters. Bet you that's a pricey thing to build. Not too bad, 37. About the same that we paid for the oil field over here. We'll build another well here. Because we can build up to 10 of these. By layout, I might actually end up having to build a second main base. I have this one be like one, and build like another one over here, and then have it wrap up and across the road to get this side maybe. We'll see what we have to do. We definitely got a good amount of factories being built in right over here. You definitely don't got enough room to increase density, that's for sure. No questioning that one at all. We got about 3% of our city taken over by Megaco, 13% industrial taken over, and 18% of the commercials taken over. Not doing too bad with that. But like the commercial buildings, they're the same. They get like these bigger buildings here, get these big cylinders on top. They've been taken over. But even the smaller shops. One of them. No, this one's in progress right now. Probably about to be taken over soon. How about you? No. But yeah, even the smaller ones can be taken over as well. I don't think any of these ones over here would be yet, because they're a bit far away. Oh, what are people protesting about? I hear protesters. Where is my town hall? There it is. People are protesting that there was no education. There is education now. Oh, protesters. Gotta love to hate them. Oh. I mean, depending on protests, it depends, but we don't get into that. What they're protesting about is stupid because they're protesting that there was no education, but guess what? There is education now. We got a grade school over there. We got a grade school over there. I don't think we currently have a high school just yet. We got a grade school over there and no high school yet. Because high school is expensive. Here, we'll give them a library. Slap a library over here. Now someone. Comcast Networks, the Palms, Citadel Design Center, Out of Focus Theaters, Adia Vitas Beverages. I love the name of some of these companies sometimes, though. Brain Assistance, Tutoring, Big Box City, Dewey and Sons. That one actually sounds pretty normal, honestly, compared to some other ones in the game. Magnos Medical Imaging Incorporated, Regency Center Shops, Buy One Get One, Probability Insurance, Mass Laser Coolants, Subsidiary Superstore, Sugar Milk Roasters, must be a coffee shop, Talkies, The Second Banana, Gilberlin Publishing, Du Bois Antiques, our casino. Even the factories have good ones too. Ultra Mega Hyper Scratchers, Lottery Center maybe? Holo Shows, 24-minute Health Infinites. Does that mean it's only open for 24 minutes? Or that you can do a workout in 24 minutes? Which one does it mean? What do you guys think? Which one does it mean? Portable loans, toil shop or store, Launchpad Echo, Betentus Cuisine, The Tucked Napkin, and Gustavi's. Sounds like a fancy restaurant. Gotta love the name of some of the stores though. Factories get really interesting though. Quigley Sprockets, Stinky Dan's Olfactory, Quigley Sprockets, Man, they got a lot of factories. Ed's Manufacturing, Underwood Mills, Edible Fillings Ltd. At their bus depot. Splurtco Meat Patties, Foodish Enterprises, Foodish. Don't like the ish part. Mechanical Vacuum Corporation, Corey Burger Manufacturing, Turnick Burger Corporation, Slacker Rope Corp, Toxicom Beauty Products, Hair Dye Factory, Lensher Magnetrons, Turnick Burger Corp again, Industrial Cooling Corporation, Lint Refabricators, Stinky Dan's Olfactory, Extrudo Burger Manufacturing, another one of them, and another edible fillings, Industrial Goo, Peck Industrial Donuts, Sledgeco Foods, Bankit Factory, Clank Ping, and no, or I'm not even attempting that word. Like, what in the world is that word? Squeaky Donut Industries, Baby Formula, and Lead Paint. What a good mixture. What a good mixture, I guess. Okay. Not. Sharpnail Ammo and Health Core. Tar and Goo Supplies. Sugar Treat Factory. Asbestos Jammies Company. Donut Chem Company. Solvents and Cream Company. Oh, these just keep getting better. Nagy Donut Packing. Quigley Sprockets. Creamy Filling Company. Industrial Goo Incorporated. Tar and Goo Supplies. Lever, and Ruark? Asbestos Pillow Factory. Hey, just to go right along with the Asbestos Pajama Factory, right? Peck Industrial Donuts. Bacon Factory. Another Asbestos Jammies Company. Exploding Barrel Company. And then that one's under construction. I tell you, some of the names they come up with are just priceless. Like the Infant Formula or Baby Formula and Lead Paint Company. Like, those two do not need to be together. Bad EA. Bad. Oh, Manufactured Snacks. I didn't even see those two across the street there. We get quite a bit. We can actually kind of expand a little bit more here. Kind of space these out a little bit here. There we go. And we got the one that, like I said, we weren't going to be able to fit all of them, fill all this. We're going to have to build another one over here. So while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and delete these roads here. Because we'll have to put new ones down for the new main building. But we got our first oil factory completed here. I'm actually going to give them their sign here. I'm kind of slice it right in the middle here. So we got our oil wells going there. Be able to make oil for our Omega go over here. Go ahead and add on another one for our ore. Here we go. And now we wait for some more tax money to come in. Oh, you're good, Grub. You're good. Hey, you gotta make sure you're ready for the day the next day. Get that lunch ready and all that. And definitely gotta get dishes done, because if you don't do dishes, they start piling up. Yeah, Gary, I understand that one. I've ran into that situation a couple different times. And then it's like trying to figure out where do you want to put your public transportation at without having to delete anything, which with the way SimCity's built, you really just have to delete sometimes to be able to fit stuff, unfortunately. I was just talking about it earlier. I just wish that they would have allowed us, like, No one owns this land out here, so why can't I build my city out that way? Like, pay to buy like that land to expand my city borders. Like, that would have been a good like update that they could have done. But what can you do? They decided not to do it that way, so we got to deal with the challenges that they gave us. Unfortunately. I really do think that might actually be the reasoning as to why they didn't do that, but was to give the challenge of we have to build within what we got. But yeah, crap that. Right, and that's the next hardest thing is too. You're correct, corrupt is not knowing really what might go on with your city. So like not knowing what to do like in expansion wise. Because originally I was building out over here, and I was originally going to actually make this area kind of like a tourism area. But then I learned that that's where my oil was. I completely forgot when I first started the city that that's where the oil was. So I was preparing to build the entertainment district over here to find out, oh wait, I remember now, my oil was there. Well, don't want to make that the entertainment district no more. Even though I do kind of have my entertainment district kind of right next to my industrial, but what's some smog gonna hurt the tourist, right? Like, by the way, how's my gambling house is not doing too well. Entertainment district not doing too well. But my Megaco cinema over here is doing good. They're all bringing in some good franchise profits. Now that's the other thing with the Megaco. Like, do I have a commercial district up here? No, they're all apartments with a park level. Okay. If you happen to build like a commercial level, that can actually get taken over by a Megaco as well. Oh, and this little small one, as you can see, like I was saying earlier, the big ones get these big cylinders on top. These small ones, they get like the smaller version of it, but it still has the Omega Co symbol on it when they get taken over. So that's always nice. If you ever see the red Co sign, you know that's been overtaken by Omega Co. But you can't get them confused with companies like this one over here, who's not part of Omega Co, but has the futuristic signs because it's close to a futuristic building. Here's one of those houses that really get me with the futuristic pack. This house that has like the red laser fencing. Like I get being antisocial or something, but man, that's just intimidating looking having red lasers as your fence. Like if we ever get to the point of having that in the future, like are they gonna be like just regular just red lines showing like, hey, this is the property boundary? Or if somebody touches it, does it zap them? I knew you were gonna say that, Grep. I knew you were gonna say that. So you. And corrupt that other comment before that. Bad. Just that's all I'm saying is bad. Bad. Nope. Oh, and I forgot. I do actually got the chat thing on. Yep. So even YouTube knows what you said. That's the funny thing though is YouTube can see what Twitch says, but you guys over on Twitch can't see what YouTube says because any extension panel that I can find does not allow YouTube comments to be on screen. I wish I could find one that allows YouTube and Twitch comments to be both there. What can you do? Alright, let's see if we can go. How much does it cost to add another factory on? We can do that. Expand Omega Go a bit more. Be able to get some more product out. Yeah, high demand for high wealth. Expand the high wealth area a little bit more there. See, just the way that EA has it set up to be able to get like land value to go up by just plopping a park somewhere, to get building density to go up by just upgrading the roads, is so out of form from what it should be. I mean, I get it, like EA was going for the not realistic kind of view of building a city, while City Skylines developer was going for the more realistic version of way. But still, it just boggles my mind of like the concept of how to do things in SimCity. I always have to kind of like remind myself when I get into SimCity of the way SimCity works compared to City Skylines. Like I've got most of the time I play City Skylines quite a bit more. I've kind of got more on a SimCity binge lately than City Skylines, especially ever since City Skylines didn't want to work with streaming anymore for some odd reason. Still trying to figure that one out. I'm hoping to have that ready by the 15th because we're supposed to do a City Skylines stream, so we'll see. Looks like we're getting another updated building over here. That's good. We have more high density coming in. The expansion onto Omega Co is working good. Like I said, I was coming into the stream with not really any idea of really what I wanted to do with the stream today. But I'd say that was a good start, getting the oil well going, getting an extension onto Omega Co. How's our numbers looking with Omega Co here? We got commercial up to 32%. Commercial buildings are Omega Co now. That's good. That's good. We got 10% industrial. Good. Better than where it was. So we got a total of 5% of the city taken. So we got a ways to go still, but we're getting there. Guess I'll have to walk. Drats, that sim is gonna have to have exercise. Omega Co is our new leader. Omega Co is so totally not taking me over. Well, I spent all my money, but I had a blast. That's a good thing, even though we're still losing 7,000 a day on that place. Considering robotics division, maybe at some point. You think we'd be able to get a trade headquarters? No, you're asking for a bit much there, because that's some land value to go in there. Renovate away. Seems like most. It's definitely get in there. Okay, so packed. I hope Mayor Masterson Gaming is building another train station. Wasn't quite in my planning books there yet. We are going the route of Omega Co, so Academy is probably not in the planning books. There's someone else wanting robotics. Like I said, at some point, maybe. Not at this current time. You're only struggling to find good managers because you are in the far corner of our city. People gotta go one heck of a ways to get to you. City's really looking futuristic. That's an understatement, if I've seen one. And that looks like that's all the thought bubbles. Always kind of like looking at the thought bubbles. Alright. So let's see here. What else can we do here? Go ahead and build the Omega Co headquarters here. Let's build some roads. That did not go the way I wanted it. Let's go for something more along those lines. There we go. Omega Co headquarters now. Yep, that has us approaching about 1 hour for the stream, which is about average for what I do on the channel at this moment in time. I think we made quite some progress on our city here. We got a Megaco headquarters now. We got our oil well over here, fully expanded, added on to our Megaco factory over here. And we also expanded up to 5% total of the city being taken over by OmegaCo, which is now bringing us in 8,248 simoleons an hour in profit, for a total of 15,000 in profit right now. So I'd say that is the city doing a good job right now. And I'd say that that is probably going to be the end of our stream tonight. So thank you for everyone that had joined me today. If you guys are looking for more SimCity content, we'll be back live with SimCity on the 19th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I know, kind of a throw-off time frame there, but that is going to be the day that I need to be packing for my vacation, so we'll get a little early of a start time that day. But for our next stream, we'll be back live again on the 13th, which is this Friday, I think? Yeah, Friday. And we'll be doing some Farming Simulator 25. So hope to see you guys there. Technically corrupt, that road would have worked. I think you're referring to my issue with the road. That would have definitely worked. It just kind of looked a little janky. But I kind of like to try keeping the road layouts pretty fine-tuned. Somewhat. As fine-tuned as they possibly could be. But that will do it for tonight on the SimCity stream here. Like I said, I'll be back Friday at 9 p.m. with some Farming Simulator 25. SimCity again on the 19th at 2 p.m. Be sure to join our Discord, as you can find our full schedule over there, or sign up for the channel newsletter, and you'll have a personal schedule for the live stream sent directly to your email. And you can do that at our website over at mastersimgaming.com. Until next time, have a great one, you guys, and we'll see you at 9 p.m. on Friday.
Back to the base.